So we are developing the database that is this data set. So this has two tables. This is the data for this table. This is the data for the second table. This is the structure for the first table. This is the structure for the second table. I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to start up my Access. So I'm going to now look at the design view. I'll call this as department table. So that is the weird way in which we give table names when we are saving it. And remember, we will never use the auto number data type in this course. So I have my department ID. And the accompanying text tells me the data types here. So I'm going to be following the same data types. So this key is what is known as the primary key. The idea is that in this table, this particular column will have only unique values. So now I'm going to go and look at the datasheet view. And I have these three records to input. This is what I'm going to do now. And I save this. And I can now close this one. Create another table. I can save it. And I call this the employee table. And this is the structure of the employee table. I have a primary key, a name. So the employee ID is the primary key. Everybody will have a unique value, the name, the date of birth, the salary, and this department ID refers to this particular table primary key. So that's why it's called a foreign key. And then there is the logical data type. So I have a text data type, date data type, currency, and a logical data type. So again, I'm going to look at the design view. Same thing, I make this text, and this is employee ID. And I have employee name. Date of birth. Salary. Department ID. Save this data type. So my structure is now set. So before I input data, I have to define the structure of a table, and every table has its own structure. So this is my and this is the 6 records that I'm going to be inputting the data here. So this value has to pre-exist in my department table. So it is no, so I have not checked this.
Hi, my bed here is Grandpa is working. Oh, Grandpa is, I think Grandpa is on meeting or something.
Oh, he's in the meeting, okay.
Let me show you what I got for you.
So I save it, and so that is both the department and the employee have been saved. But as of now, the system doesn't know that this particular column is referring to values in a column of this table. So that is what I am going to now set. So I close them. To database tool, create relationship. I normally add the parent table on the left, child table on the right. I drag this one over this one. So this department ID is same as this department ID. I say enforce referential integrity, and we'll discuss all of this later on. It says one department will have many employees. So that is what it means. So I save it, and I save this again. Save as. So I have these two tables, and I save it here. So now we have some idea about what a database is. It has tables, but a database has many more object types than a table. And I'm going to show a real life industrial database. So these are the types of objects. You can see there are 4 types of objects given here. Tables, queries we make on the table, forms through which we input the data, and reports that we generate periodically and then get some PDF files out of it. So that is the part 1 of this recording.